I'm going to talk about something weird I've noticed. Um, so the other day I was just getting burnt out from Deep Rock Galactic, and there's a different bunch of things that are bothering me about it. The green beards, the lack of strategy, I guess. Like, it even happened yesterday when everything was going fine. Oh, and even last night and today, where Bolt Detonator blew up Dorada. The Dorada with no, sides, no health. For some reason, instant kills Dorada. I've no fucking idea why it's designed like that. It's so dumb. Like, it leaves no room for error, and that's a big problem with certain game design. So, this thing that happened is kind of hard to describe. I'm considering not playing Deep Rock Galactic for 1 month. The problem is I'm addicted to it. The gameplay is goodish, I mean. And because I've got stuff to do on that, like use my Matrix course and find cargo crates, it becomes difficult to handle everything. There's a lack of machine events and it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating when they don't spawn. But if they do spawn, they can bug out sometimes. It's like, I don't want to play. I think that's a sign of burnout, really. And also, like, when there's obvious mistakes that you make, it's kind of easy to pass it on to another person, I guess, another player. But obviously it's wrong. And I don't want to do that. It's just easy to blame everyone but yourself, in some cases. The weird thing is I do blame myself for most of the issues in the game. And people obviously can't describe why, for some reason. So I don't know who's at fault or if anyone is. Leads on to a thing I discovered. It kind of happened. I was thinking about playing a different game. Well, there's a bunch of different games. Just to fill the time, I guess. And I have different games on my library and other games wishlisted. I just want to try different games to see if I enjoy them and if I can get invested. I'll probably use my game library as a thumbnail. I just want different games to play, but the problem is I get a strange anxiety about it. I begin to panic at the idea of abandoning Deep Rock Galactic and just the fear of the unknown, I guess. I need to try that Metal Roofing game that came out recently. Was it recently? I think it was a few months ago. And there's a demo for that in my library. And I want to try these different games, but again, I'm just really anxious about it. And I'm unsure if I can play them. Like, the other thing that doesn't help is that I have autism and apparently learning difficulties. Again, I don't know where learning difficulties come from. I don't really show signs of it. I think it's more along the lines of I have trouble processing everything and remembering. And I think that's where my anxiety comes from. Like, if I didn't enjoy a game like Breath of the Wild, which apparently everyone else enjoyed, then it might be something wrong with me. I don't know. The thing is, people haven't really told me otherwise, so I have no idea. I'm actually convinced that Breath of the Wild is one of the worst games ever made. Just from the perspective of someone who enjoys open world games and single player. It's truly bad, especially in the gameplay front. nobody has ever really sort of convinced me otherwise. And nobody has really attempted, to be honest. But that's where sort of part of my anxiety comes from. It's when I touch a new game and I don't like it initially. Or if I put enough time in it and don't like it. Like it's happened with Prey, a game that I was kind of hyped to play. And I couldn't go past the first level. There was just something too confusing about the combat. And also, it took so much time to get around, like, it was obviously flawed in those aspects. But somehow I couldn't do anything. Again, the combat was too confusing. And I had no idea what was causing it. And I initially went for a refund. But Steam denied it because of a stupid rule about having to do it within the first 2 weeks of purchase. It's frustrating, because I know there are good games out there that I can enjoy. Believe it or not, I've sort of strayed away from touching games like Undertale and Deltarune because of that anxiety of just playing a new game or failing at a new game. Like even the Hi-Fi Rush, I think it's called, that came out a few days ago. Very reluctant about that. Again, it's a rhythm game, so I'm not sure if I can even do it. For some reason my rhythm beats are just really weird. I have these stutters in between. That's pretty much why I can't play live guitar for my covers. Among other things, like coordination as well. That's just new game anxiety. I don't know how to get past it, but I guess this is just like a cry for help. I need help. I don't know where to get the help. And it could just be a fear of the unknown, but I don't know. Because I'm pretty open-minded about different things. It makes no sense for it to be a fear of the unknown. It's also just been frustrating things happening in my life, like my physical pain has been at its worst, and part of the reason I want to avoid the Rock Atlantic is because of stress. I think if I can remove stress that comes from that game, it might be good. There's also the fact that other games can cause it. Actually worse in some places, I guess. So it's just a bunch of different things. I think that's all I've got to say. I won't do any fancy editing. No, I'm just worried, to be honest. Everything sort of went weird when I came to 25 years old. Like my autism was at its worst. Like I had more meltdowns than I ever had. My sensory issues heightened, my anxiety heightened. I seem to have developed a personality disorder, where I get in a state of despair and can't care about anyone or anything, including myself, or especially myself, actually. Where mental health services expect me to help myself, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I can't. I've already said this. It's just frustrating. There's just not enough awareness about like issues like this and how games can help with accessibility options. Yeah, I think that's everything to talk about. I just don't know what to do. I'll ask around, I think. I don't think I can't do anything really.